right, Tyler and I are sitting here. We're going to try to read a little bit of the birthmark. I'm going to give it to you in a southern accent. Let's see how well I can play that one down. And how long can I hold it?
A southern accent.
Southern accent. Lord of Jesus. Isn't it a beautiful day for us reading of Young Nathaniel Hawthorne from Young Goodman Brown and Other Short Stories. This one's entitled The Birthmark. In the latter part of the last century, there lived a man of science, an eminent proficient in every branch of natural philosophy, who not long before our story opens had made experience of a spiritual affinity more attractive than a chemical one. He had left his laboratory to the care of an assistant, cleared his fine countenance from a furnace smoke, washed the stain of acids from his fingers, and pursued a beautiful woman to become his wife. In those days, when the comparatively recent discovery of electricity and other kindred mysteries of nature seemed to open paths into a region of miracle, it was not unusual for the love of science to rival the love of a woman in its depth and absorbing energy. The higher intellect, the imagination, the spirit, and even the heart might all find their congenial alignment in pursuits which, as some of their ardent votaries believed, would ascend from one step of powerful intelligence to another, until the philosopher should lay his hand on the secret of creative force and perhaps make new worlds for himself. We know not whether Aylmer, I think that's how you say his name, Aylmer, possessed his degree of faith in man's ultimate control over nature. He had devoted himself, however, too unreservedly to scientific studies, even to be weaned from them by any second passion. His love for his young wife might prove the stronger of the two, but it could only be intertwined itself with the love of science and uniting the strength of his latter to his own. Let me give another accent. We'll try this one out. Such was accordingly to... No, I gotta think, like, get into my mindset. Gotta get in my mind right, son. Let's get it right. How are we gonna do this? It's southern accents. All right. Now we're gonna go down to Alabama. Alabama. We're gonna go down to Alabama, aren't we? Alabama Slammer. Alabama. Bama. No, we do maybe Tennessee, I see. Well, hi. How y'all doing? Yes. All right. Such a union accordingly took place and was attended with truly remarkable consequences and deeply impressive moral. One day, that sounds like from West Virginia. One day, very soon after their marriage, Aylmer sat gazing at his wife with a trouble in his countenance, and that grew stronger until he spoke. Georgiana! Oh, that's it. There you go. Couldn't get it with this. Georgiana, said he, hey, has it ever occurred to you that the mark upon your cheek might be removed? No, indeed, she said, smiling. But perceiving the seriousness of his manner, she blushed deeply. Stop it, Tyler. See, this is what I'm talking about. Right there, young man. Oh, let's go up here. We're going to go to Kentucky. We're going to get up in Kentucky, and we're going to go in the hollers. Yeah. What are you doing over there? Oh, no. He is recording it. Loving Jesus. United the strength. He is something else, this young man. All right, so often called a charm that he's trying to record it again. Often a charm that I was simple enough to imagine it be so. Ah, upon another face, perhaps it might, replied her husband, but never on yours. No, dearest Georgiana, you came so nearly perfect from the hand of nature. Who wouldn't want to hear something like that? Really, though, from a husband. Here, I'll say it one more time. Ah, upon another face, perhaps it might, replied her husband, but never on yours. No, dearest Georgiana, you came so nearly perfect from the hand of nature that this slightest possible defect, which we hesitate whether to term a defect or beauty, shocks me, as being the visible mark of earthly imperfections. One imperfection. Tyler's over here laughing himself silly. Oh yeah, there you go. Sound a little bit like this. You keep the cheeks back a little bit. Go on and talk a little bit like this. Oh, let's try that here. Shocks you, my husband, cried Georgiana, deeply hurt at the first reddening of a momentary anger. Like momentary anger. But then bursting into tears. I'm up in Kentucky now. Then why did you take me from my mother's side? You cannot love what shocks you. To explain this conversation, it must be mentioned that in the center of Georgiana's left cheek there was a similar mark, deeply interwoven, as it were with the texture of a substance of her face, in the usual state of her complexion. Now let's go over to Ohio. See here. When she blushed, it gradually became more indistinct, and finally vanished amid the triumphant rush of blood that bathed the whole cheek with its brilliant glow. But if any shifting motion, Tyler's laughing, that's it, caused her to turn pale, there was a mark again, a crimson stain upon the snow. And what Aylmer, I don't even like that name, sometimes Aylmer, this is Aylmer. He is such a nice boy. He's a 25-year-old man. No, Tyler Stein, you need to stop, boy. Control yourself. His crazy urges, what he always thinks, doing something bad, one or the other. I was trying to get through this. Here, young man. What are we going to do with you? Here we are. All right, so let's go for it. Georgiana's lovers were wont to say that some fairy at her birth hour. He's like, I gotta videotape my mama. I'm gonna videotape my mama. Because I love her so much. I'll have to record it. So, many a desperate swain. Oh, that's a word I haven't heard in decades. Swain. You need to look that up, youngster. Swain. Or here, we'll go up to Vermont in Rhode Island here. Vermont? Oh, it must not be concealed. Wait, let's think of the fisher wives. Oh, the fisher wives. They're waiting for their husbands. They go on the boats and they may never come back. We're going up to Boston now. We're going to Boston and that's the way it's going to be. Yeah, but we're not going to go to New York because New Yorkers just a fucking techie. Yeah, let's see. I'll have us up in Canada here in a moment. Right on the lap of Trudeau. Let's see. Some fastidious persons, but they were exclusively of her own sex, affirmed that the bloody hand, as they chose to call it, quite destroyed the effects of Georgiana's beauty and rendered her countenance even hideous. But it would be reasonable to say that one of those small blue stains, which sometimes occurred in the purest statuary marble, would convert the Eve of Powers to a monster. Masculine observers, if the birthmark did not heighten their admiration, contented themselves with wishing. He's sucking in the noodles. After his marriage, for he thought little or nothing of the matter before, Aylmer discovered that this was the case with himself. Now here, stop it, Tyler. He's like slurping his noodles like a Japanese Japanese virgin. Yeah. It's my wedding, and I have my noodles.
I think I'm a Japanese person.
It's what?
I think I'm a Japanese person.
Yes.
I'm a Japanese version.
Oh, I don't know. Just thought of it. So, now let's go to England. Had she been less beautiful if envy's self could not? Somebody's like, they don't talk like that.
They don't.
Yes. Had she been less beautiful if envy's self... No, let's go to Ireland. That's more fun. Had she been less beautiful if envy's self could have found aught else to sneer at, if Tyler would just stop his freaking laughing at me. Oh, now they're gonna have to go to Scotland and give you a swank.
I was laughing because of something else.
He's always giving me a hard
I
time.
was laughing because of something
You're laughing at me. You stop your laughing. We've got the, what is it? Isn't it March 17th?
What? It's a March.
Had she been less beautiful if envy's self could have found aught to sneer at, he might have
Just
felt
sneer at.
his affection heightened by those prettiness of the mimic hand, now vaguely portrayed, now lost. Now, this is a really cool cover, isn't it? Skeletons. And Tyler's just a video typing me away.
This camera is
Uh-huh. Let's see here. Still and forth again, and glimmering to and fro, with the every pulse of emotion that throbbed within his heart. I can think of some other things that are throbbing, and I better not keep it PG. Yeah, just do it, Sabrina.
What?
Nothing. Within the heart. Oh, here, I'll just be sweet and romantic. Here. This is Mommy being sweet and romantic. Let's see. But seeing her otherwise so perfect. Oh, this is the lady from Poltergeist.
What?
What's her
I'm
name?
Pernilla.
Tangina, right?
Oh.
This is Tangina.
I thought you mean Pernilla the Poltergeist.
Pernilla the Poltergeist.
book?
Hee. I'm in a great mood, man. Okay. Every time I see Tyler, I get in a good mood. It was the fatal flaw of humanity which nature, in one shape or another, stamps inefficiently. No, it's
Why are you laughing?
because I said it wrong. Ineffaceably. The hell does that mean? Ineffaceably.
A face a bleed.
Where is the camera anyways? In there, Apple?
There's no camera.
Oh, ding. Okie doke. The crimson hand expressed the ineligible. I'm getting this all screwed up. Tyler, stop it.
What?
Ooh.
What?
She's
didn't
like-
do anything.
I don't want to have that shiny on me. It's disturbing me.
What is shining on you?
Pretense.
Is it a light
Stop
or
it.
What is shining on you?
You with your little pad of eyes.
iPad. Pad my eyes.
It's a pad with eyes. It's watching me. See, videotape the whole thing. But you can't see anything.
I can't.
Maestro.
What do you mean?
Almer's somber imagination was not long in rendering the birthmark a frightful object, causing him more trouble and horror than ever Georgiana's beauty, whether or soul or sense, had given him delight. Let's see. At all the seasons which should have been their happiest, he invariably, and without intending it, nay, in spite or of a purpose to the contrary, reverted to this one disastrous topic. Trifling as it first appeared, it so reverted to this one disastrous topic. No, I will try to read it like if I'm from Buckingham Palace. For that, I must get myself into... Okay. Buckingham Palace, darlings. Yes. Call me Princess Anne, darling. So. Late one night, when the lights were growing dim, so as hardly to betray the stain on the poor wife's cheek. They're talking still about this stupid mark on her face. She herself, for the first time, voluntarily took up the subject. "Do you remember, my dear Alma," she said, with a feeble attempt at a smile, "have you any recollection of a dream last night about this odious hand?" None whatever," replied why did I do that? Why did I give him a high-pitched voice? None. Oh, let's give him a Scottish voice, because Scots are freaking cool. Okay, so, what the hell? What the freaking hell? The freaking hell? Nothing. Yeah, so, none whatever, replied Aylmer, starting, but then he added in a dry, cold tone, affected for the sake of concealing the real depth of his emotion. "I might well dream of it, for, before I fell asleep, it had taken a pretty firm hold of my fancy." Taking a hold of my fancy. It's just taking a hold of my fancy. Oh, that's so.
Taking a hold of my fancy?
Yeah, my fancy.
What is a fancy?
Of how you like something. "And you did dream of it," continued Georgiana hastily, for she dreaded lest a gush of tears should interrupt what she had to say. "A terrible dream. I wonder that you can forget it. It is possible to forget this one expression. It is in her heart now. We must have it out. Reflect, my husband, for by all means, I would have you recall that dream. The mind is a sad state when sleep." Oh, yes. "The all-involving cannot confine the spectres within the dim region of her sway, but suffers them to the break forth affrighting this actual life with secrets that Tyler perchance belonged to a deeper one." Aylmer now remembered his dream. He had fancied removal of the birthmark. So, wants to get rid of that birthmark awfully much. But the deeper went the knife. Oh my good grievous! The deeper sank the hand, until at length its tiny grasp appeared to have caught hold of Georgiana's heart. Oh, so he wanted to get off a birthmark and stabbed her in the freaking heart.
Why would you have a birthmark?
Huh?
Why would you have a birthmark?
Well, you're born with it. That's why they call it birthmark. Oh, that's why.
What does birth mean? What does that birth mean?
See what I mean?
What does the word mean?
What does birth mean? That's double meaning. You could have birthed something like at a dock. What are you doing? It's time for him to go upstairs and do his homework. Look, my smile has vanished. Now I'm faced with the fact that I've got a child here.
Just the line is stuck in my laugh.
No, I'm not going to smile.
That's smiling.
Okay, try again. Now let's have a stare down contest. Here. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Look here. Da-da, da-da. Okay. Who will win? If I blink, go ahead.
You blink?
I won't blink. I can win. Oh, buddy boy. Old Johnny boy. Oh, darn it. Darn it, I lost.
Oh! Do it again. I
Okay.
always win. Oh.
You lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But I didn't start yet.
To get my
I blinked.
stare down. There. Now it's done.
And you blinked it. Start again.
The eye is getting a little bit heavy. That pretty blue eyes. It's getting heavy. Your eyes are getting heavy.
I wanted to blink.
I won't blink, but you will. You're about to blink, right?
No, I'm not.
Right? The eyes are getting dry. That eye right there is getting so dry right now. It just wants to blink. Uh-huh. You feel it? It's getting red. Oh, man. Don't you want to rescue it?
Can you sing a song?
Oh, Johnny boy, the tights.
I'm not good at blinking.
What?
Oh, you blinked.
I did not. I'm still looking at you, Tyler. I can't win this contest, but I can read it.
You like-
Why don't you try?
In this moment, you
Yeah.
do.
Let's
You
see.
laugh.
Yeah, come here. Come here, young. Cheapers creepers. Okay, let's try. Let's be real. Let's be real about this here, Tyler. Let's see what we can come up with. Love, baby, loving, sweetie.
So, what is this book called?
It is called.
Young Goodman Brown and Other Short Stories. No.
Clowns.
How should I read it?
Clowns.
How should I read it?
You should read it.
Should I scream it or read it?
No. Just read it.
Donuts. Donuts.
There are no donuts here.
There are donuts.
That's Emily's box for when she got
Oh,
you something for your birthday.
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Stealing. Wait, where's
What accent you gonna do?
I have
do a
to-
German
I
accent.
can't just stop from the middle of the sentence.
Just do a German accent.
So I can't just stop.
Obey.
I have to find the beginning of the sentence.
Oh, come on.
Your family in the way.
Then you hold it.
Where does it start?
Just don't make it dirty.
Had she been less beautiful, if envy's self. Oh, you're looking at me. Hi.
You're looking at me, I'm looking at you.
Self
Who
could
hooped you?
have found
gonna do?
aught else
Oh,
to sneer at. He might have felt his affection heightened by the prettiness of his mimic hand, now vaguely portrayed, now lost, now stealing forth again, and glimmering to and fro, to and fro. What is to and fro?
hand in hair. Back
What's
and
fro?
forth.
What's fro mean?
Fro, from.
Where's the M?
To and from.
I think they typed wrong.
It's
Type out.
this way and that way.
No, fro has an M there.
It's the afro.
Last
like
letter in the
hair
fro
that's
is an
kinky.
M. You're wrong.
Go on.
To and fro, from, yeah. With every pulse of emotion that throbbed within her heart, but seeing her otherwise so perfect,
Perfect.
he found this one defect grow more and more and more intolerable with every moment of their united lives. It was the fatal flaw.
The Germans are reading a book.
No, they
The Germans are reading a book about love, and this is really
The
difficult.
Germans.
The Germans.
If there be the remotest possibility of it, continued Georgiana.
Georgiana. Georgiana. It's
Let
do
the
it in
attempt
Italian.
be
Do it in
made.
Italian.
At whatever risk, danger is nothing to me.
Prince Charles, I should think. Stop.
Who did that? Cannot you remove this little mark which I cover with the tips of two small fingers? Where was I?
Fingers.
So I hate whenever I look away to the camera or the
Yeah.
audience. When I'm reading it, I look to the audience and I look back. I'm like, oh, where
I
was
know, it's like
I'm
we're-
taking the whole hour. I take a whole hour to find myself. I take a whole hour to find my text again. Oh. Who is there? No one. That's the thing. Noblest, dearest, tenderest wife, cried Aylmer rapturously.
Right.
Doubt. What's doubt?
Where?
Oh, doubt. Yeah.
Doubt.
Doubt. Noblest. Oh, wait.
Doubt.
Not my power. I have already given this matter the deepest thought. Thought. No, it's actually
So
not
good to.
thought.
Maybe it's so good.
Oh, you got thought two times. That's a typo.
Let me see.
Thought, whatever. Wait, they meant though, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Oh no, actually not.
Deepest thought.
Where should I start now? Start random places, start there. No. The wood fire. I just thought it said the wood wife. The wood fire, obviously. The wood fire.
Try to focus, young man.
Uh,
That book already makes you fall asleep, I think. Give it to mommy. Let me read it. Go get another storybook I'll read. Alright, so give it back to me.
Hello.
Dearest Georgiana, I've spent much thought upon the subject, hastily interrupted Alma. I am convinced that... Listen, Tyler Stein. I'll shave it all off, and then what? Yep. Gone. Oh, my goodness
now we read
gracious.
it.
Okay.
Focus on the book. Wait. Oh.
Leave me alone and go to your room. It's been enough here.
Focus on the book one time.
Ugh.
Focus on the book.
Okay, we can practice a little bit Hebrew.
What does that have to do with anything now?
I was just thinking about it. All right, so
You just got it out of your mind.
I sure did. All right, we'll do a little bit of British. That's so sweet.
So,
Oh, spare me, sadly replied his wife. Pray do not look at it
his
again.
wife.
Yes, wife. Do not look at it again. I never can forget that convulsive shudder. In order to soothe Georgiana,
British.
as it were. That's high English.
It's British.
British. We could do a little bit of German too. British. We are reading a little bit of German now. Leave me alone. Or leaveth me alone. Just get it the fuck out of here. That's why you
Watch your
handle
language.
it. You'll watch your language, young lady.
Watch your language.
So that children will learn it. Oh, you know what I could read from this? We're going to read the Holy Bible.
Holy Bible.
God bless us. We're going to read the Holy Bible in the sweetest little voice. We'll read the Holy Bible for you.
Oh, yeah.
Show me thy ways and teach thy
Young Good
sons.
and Bad and other stories.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that's so sweet. I got this the day before Christmas. It was Christmas Eve, the day before Emily was born. Oh, whoa.
Are you sure Emily was born on Christmas?
No.
You said it was the day before.
Look at all the
Emily-
information.
You said you got that the day before Emily was born.
How does the Bible start?
You said you got that the day before Emily was born.
The day before.
But
I was in
Christmas
America.
is not the day before Emily was born.
I don't know.
I mean, Christmas is not the day before. Emily was born in September.
What's the first book of the Bible?
First page?
No, the first book.
Page. I don't know.
What's the first book called? Say Genesis.
Genesis.
Good job.
Genesis!
Say
What does it even
in
mean?
the beginning. Genesis
That's the
means
first
the beginning.
page, not the first book. Whatever.
Say in the beginning.
In the beginning,
God
God
created the heavens
the
and the
heavies,
earth.
the heavens and the earth.
The earth was without
The
form,
earth was
and
without
void,
form,
and darkness
void,
was
and
on the face
darkness
of the
was
deep.
The face of the deep.
and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters.
Deep. And what?
Then God said, "Let there be light." And there was
Someone's
light.
home.
Do you want to do it or not?
I want to.
Great.
The first book of Moses called G-E-N-E.
Wesley, is that you?
It's Wesley
Wiskowski's
because
home.
if it was Emily,
Has to be Wesley.
it was Emily. She
Emily
would
would be
answer.
like, going up
Wesley
to her
wouldn't
room.
answer, and that's how it is. So we just know it like that.
Okay. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. Then God said, "Let there be firmament, and in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Then, tell her you have to focus somewhat. You distract your mother, and then I can't focus. Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament of the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. So in the evening and the morning were the second day. Then God said, Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place. So let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and he gathered together of the waters he called seas, and God saw that it was good. Then God said, Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and the herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree... Tyler's getting sleepy. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. So the evening and the morning were the third day. Okay, number 14, you want to try?
Then God said, Let there be lights, which is photons, in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years.
And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens, to give light to the earth. And it was so. Then God made... Where is it then? Then God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light to the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. So the evening of the morning were the fourth day. I think that's Emily who's home. Then God said, Let the waters abound with the abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth, across the face of the firmament of the heavens. So God created great sea creatures, and every living thing that moves, with which the waters abounded according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Now you read 22. Number 22.
And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters with the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth.
Yeah. He's telling you to reproduce.
I have to do my homework now.
All right, then go ahead. So I'll read one more. So the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Then God said, Let the earth bring forth the living creatures according to its kind, cattle and creeping things, thing and beast of the earth, each according to its kind. And so it was. And so it was so. So that's enough. Tyler's leaving. Oh, that's so sad. So, say bye. I enjoyed it, Tyler. Adios, amigo. He's doing a little flamingo. Quite the good dancer. Oh, not this. What is this called? I've seen it before.
Floss.
The floss? Like tooth floss? Go ahead and do it again. I'll give you a little Benny Hill. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Here, you just go and jive and do what you gotta do. I'm gonna show you something really, really cool.
Storage. Oh wait, no.
Oopsie daisy. Okay. Wait a minute. Are you ready? Go do your floss.
We leave the camera there.
Okay. And then
Oh,
we
yeah.
do the floss now. And now. Faster. Is that it?
No, it's not it.
I love him. Now you should do the floss. Do the thing which you're supposed to do in the doorway. Show Rodney that.
That's something totally different.
So 3609.
Something totally different.
You have to keep it in there and press as hard as you can. For like about a minute. Count to 20. Count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay? It worked! Really worked. It makes your arms raise up like this. Want to do one last with the floss and then say goodbye? Show us the footwork. More? I think he's gonna do a little Aaron Gray here. I think he has a new favorite song.
No.
What about the Africa song? Here, this he'll like. This is his favorite song. Oh man.
Zum immer wieder frisch genießen. Saint-Albret.
Okay. Go ahead.
What about that?
Is that your favorite song?
No.
I thought it was. The whole time I'm thinking he loves it. You don't like that? Are you? He's still dancing. He loves to dance.
I don't.
He's a little John Travolta over here. I'm going to try to read from this old book. This is called Winnie 2. I don't think it's allowed. It might make a copyright strike.
Oh.
We don't want to do that. This is a book from Karl May.
Letting in there now.
And then I'll say, oh, that's the Einleitung. Okay, good. So here we are. Go do your homework, I think. Huh?
I am.
Significant. Lieber Leser. Oh wait, that's not the proper page. Wait a minute. Maybe it was. Well, whatever. I think that is. Okay. Goes like this. I'll read just like a page or something. Ein Greenhorn. Lieber Leser, weißt du, was das Wort Greenhorn bedeutet? Eine höchst ärgerliche und geringschätzige Bezeichnung für jeden, auf den sie angewendet wird. Green heißt grün und unter Horn ist Füllhorn gemeint. Ein Greenhorn ist demnach ein Mensch, der noch grün, als neu und unerfahren im Land ist und seine Füllhörner behutsam ausstrecken muss, wenn er sich nicht der Gefahr aussetzen will, unliebsam auszustoßen. Ein Greenhorn ist ein Mensch, der nicht von seinem Stuhl aufsteht, wenn eine Lady sich setzen will, der den Herrn des Hauses grüßt, bevor er den Mistress oder Miss seine Verbeugung gemacht hat, der beim Laden des Gewehrs die Patrone verkehrt und in die Lauf schiebt oder erst die Pfropfen, I don't know what a Pfropfen is, dann die Kugel und zuletzt das Pulver in den Vorderlader stößt. Ein Greenhorn spricht entweder gar kein oder ein sehr reines und geziertes Englisch. Ihm ist das Yankee English oder gar die Hinterwälder Mundart ein Gräuel. Was ist Gräuel, Tyler? Sie wollen ihm nicht in den Kopf. Here's Gräuel. In den Kopf und
What's a
noch
Yankee?
viel. A Yankee is like mommy. She comes from
Is
the
a
city,
Yankee is a Yankee?
from the north, the northerner. After the Civil War, the northerners were called Yankees, and the rebels were the southerners. Gräuel, sie wollen ihm nicht in den Kopf und noch viel weniger über die Zunge. Ein Greenhorn hält ein Raccoon für ein Opossum und eine leidlich hübsche Mulatten für eine Quadron. Was ist Quadron? Quadron ist ein Irlander, ein Irish. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about that. That is interesting. Quadron. Ein Greenhorn raucht Zigaretten und verabscheut den Tabak, saft spendierten Sir. Ein Greenhorn läuft, wenn er von Paddy eine Ohrfeige erhalten hat, mit seiner Klage zum Friedensrichter, anstatt wie ein richtiger Yankee tun soll, den Kerl einfach auf die Stelle niederzuschießen. So he doesn't want to kill anybody. Ein Greenhorn hält die Stapfen eines Turkey, was ist Turkey? Truthahn.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Für eine Bärenfährte. Was ist Bärenfährte? Und eine schlanke Sportjacht für eine Mississippi-Teamer.
Bärenfährte is like a trip that a bear goes on.
Okay.
Don't
Ein
forget to
Greenhorn
subscribe to PewDiePie.
scheut sich seine schmutzigen Stiefel.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Hey ma, PewDiePie. Stiefel auf die Knie seines Mitreisenden zu legen und seine Suppe mit dem Schnaufen eines, or maybe I should try it in Bavarian, go faster, seines Mitreisenden zu legen und seine Suppe mit dem Schnaufen
on my coat.
eines, nein, habe ich nicht. But if you find that coat that still fits, then you can keep it. Eines verendeten Büffels hinabzuschlürfen. Ein Greenhorn schleppt der Reinlichkeit wegen einen Waschschwamm. Waschschwamm. Von der Größe eines Riesenkörpers und 10 Pfund Seife mitten in der Prärie steckt sich dazu einen Kompass bei, der schon am 3. und am 4. Tag nach allen möglichen Richtungen, aber nie mehr nach Norden auf. Und wenn er dem ersten Roten begegnet, des Indiens, merkt er, dass er auf diese Aufzeichnungen im letzten Briefumschlag mit nach Hause. Let's see what this says. Geschickt und dafür den Brief da behalten hat. Ein Greenhorn kauft Schießpulver und wenn er den ersten Schuss tun will, erkennt er, dass man ihm gemahlene Holzkohle gegeben hat. Ein Greenhorn hat 5 Jahre lang Astronomie studiert, kann aber ebenso den gestirnten Himmel anstarren, ohne zu wissen, wie viel Uhr es ist. Ein Greenhorn stecht das Bowie-Messer so in den Gürtel, dass er sich beim Bogen und Klinge in den Schenkel sticht. He sticks this into his leg because he's too dumb. Because he's a Greenhorn. Ein Greenhorn macht im Wilden Westen ein so starkes Lagerfeuer, dass es baumhoch emporlodert und wundert sich dann, wenn er von den Indianern entdeckt und erschossen worden ist, darüber, dass sie ihn haben finden können. Ein Greenhorn ist eben ein Greenhorn und ein solches Greenhorn war damals auch ich. So he says he was a greenhorn, but the greenhorns are like the worst kind. So that's the end of my little rant or whatever, little day. I think Wesley's home. Wesley, is that you?